Do you want an intro, Josh?
That's a lot of... no. Sorry.
And there's the intro.
Hi, everyone. I'm doing the intro because I'm going to just leave in a minute and let these two, one of them brag and one of them cry. So,
Let's guess which one's going to cry.
But who gives a fuck? Adam, off you go.
Straight into it,
Well,
so sad.
Boys, I'm a bit rough this afternoon because I've been out celebrating. Why have I been celebrating, Jay?
I don't know, mate. Why would you celebrate?
Well, because United beat Chelsea 4-0, didn't they?
Yes,
Absolutely
they did.
Terrific game.
They did indeed.
Terrific game.
I can't believe Josh has actually gone, you know.
He's left us to
He's left us to the scrap. God's sake. I'll go first. Okay, I'll go first about this game because I think I have more to say. This game was dreadful on our behalf. It was so bad. Every time we made a mistake, it felt like Rashford was just there ready to dick us down, which was so sad. Zuma had just the worst game to you know, like he's stepping in for Rudiger as well, so he's like, it's his time to shine, and then he comes in and just makes. I think he made two of the mistakes that led to the goals. But you can't deny that you guys were just clinical. Didn't hear that.
Like giving away the penalty, that was a clear, blatant.
Yeah,
there
was that, which was just awful.
To be fair, the first 20 minutes, I was nervous. You know, you at the post, didn't you, with Abraham?
Yeah.
And I thought this could go either way. But
it was actually a really good game until then.
Yeah, it was. As soon as we got that penalty, though, I thought, that's it now. I thought with bets coming in, I had 2-0 Rashford. When we scored the third, I was fuming.
He was fuming at the third. That's sad, isn't it?
But no, I think we played well.
Yeah.
I think our team showed that it was miles better than Chelsea's. However, I don't think we should be, I don't think we should get carried away with the result. I think we played a weakened Chelsea team.
We played well. A weak Chelsea team, not weakened, just weak.
Weak.
Whoa, come on, we've still got some players to come back into the
week.
I was baffled why Kante was on the bench.
I think so. He had a knee problem, and we're trying to get him back into it gradually. Because if we lose him for the season, we might as well just stay at 10th. Whatever. Like he's going to be a massive thing for us. So I think he was just protecting him. I know, Josh, we're not 10th. Fuck off, you cunt.
No. You've changed your tune. You've changed your tune since last night on Minecraft.
I've had some time. Yeah, that was right after the game. You what, sorry?
You were saying you should have started.
I think, okay, so what I said yesterday was I was thinking he could have started, opposed to the last 30 minutes, first 30, and then you can push it to half time, and then we might have been more stronger. We might not have conceded. I know it's Zuma's fault, and then the morale would have been better going into the second half. But I do understand that he can't play full 90.
What game of football have you ever seen where the manager's gone, I'm only going to play you for half an hour at the start because you're injured? If Frank Lampard did that, he should have instantly gone out. Like, what? No, what? Like, do you know you should genuinely have played? You should have, and Jay hates him, but because it was such a shambles, forget trying to keep the neat balls when you've got such volatile defenders in a young Christiansen and Zuma behind you. Why have you got Jorginho and Kovacic and Barkley and Mount trying to really technically pass the ball around? Put Bakayoko in there and get Bakayoko to tear through Rashford's legs when he tries to break rather than anything else. It's like, he doesn't have to play football, he has to stop Man United playing football. That would have been his role.
It makes sense. I think one thing to say as well, Maguire was incredible, weren't he?
Yeah,
he was. I think the whole back four was spot on.
Yeah, so much better than if Maguire keeps that kind of the game he had up. He's worth the money easily.
Sure,
he was so good. Sure. To be fair, we did break down that side a couple
He's
times,
all
but
right.
he was still.
He still doesn't impress me. He's not. I don't think he's like when obviously you can compare Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, and they had a breakout season. They were young and they joined. And if you just look at both of them in isolation, like Shaw, what Wan-Bissaka's what Shaw should have been like when you've got him.
Yeah. There was times in the first half where Shaw was getting caught out of position, and that which led to them hitting the post. But I think second half he come out and the back four was solid, including De Gea as well. It was solid.
And our back four were just fucking shoddy as fuck, weren't they? Like as much as Zuma was the biggest problem, Christensen didn't shower himself with glory. You know, so
I don't know who's to blame because my knee-jerk reaction was there like, why did they get rid of like obviously Cahill and Louise? But then you're there like Cahill didn't play pretty much once last season, and if there's someone that's no stranger to utter twattings, it's David Luiz. So like,
like everyone was like, "You're missing Louise." I was like, "No, he would have just folded as well, like the rest of them."
Well, yeah, even the first to drop his head. So I don't know. I was impressed. I really liked. I have never had a problem with United. They pissed me off when they beat us, but as a club, I've never had like an issue with them. And even me got a little bit emotional when Daniel James scored.
Oh, that was a proper moment. The
moment.
pub went off. You should have seen it.
Yeah,
you know, obviously, like it was he like pointed straight to his dad who he'd lost in like it was a good moment. It was nice.
Yeah,
and then,
and this is the thing. That's the signs that we have signed. I feel that they genuinely want to put everything on the line for the club, which I haven't felt in a long time. You could see it in James' celebration. He was thriving off it, weren't he?
Yeah, I mean, not everyone. Obviously, Pogba's still sort of. Obviously, the pass for Rashford's goal was immense, but obviously, Pogba still looks a bit.
Yeah, he didn't have the best
like,
again. That pass was perfect, and like sometimes all you need is that one perfect pass, but the rest of the game
He was in the first half.
Right.
Yeah.
He was lost. Yeah, from our standpoint is we brought on Giroud, Pulisic, and we brought on Kante, but Giroud and Pulisic didn't do anything when they came on. Did not change the game at all.
I forgot that Pulisic come on.
Exactly. Yeah, to be fair, I thought, Pulisic is coming on. Let's just try and do something, lad. I didn't expect him to like get us back to level points, but do something, and he just didn't.
I don't think he's going to do it. I'm going to call it right now. In the long run and in the future, especially this season, James will have a much better season than Pulisic.
I can see that.
He's direct. He's attacking. Like Pulisic is like this winger with no pace. I'm
not seeing as too much of Pulisic, and I'm not seeing too much of James. I can't call that.
Well, that's why I'm making a rash call just from one game, Jay. All right, like, no, I just didn't. He didn't impress me either. But then no one did.
No one.
So.
There was no one Chelsea player. No, not at all.
Emerson actually. Emerson.
Oh yeah, he hit the post as well, didn't he?
He hit the post,
Yeah.
and he had
that. Another day that was going in.
Yeah, the second half as well. He fired one in across, and that was.
Yeah.
But like Solskjaer didn't like. I still doesn't answer the question if Solskjaer's tactically inept. What he did was he played pacey children against like instead of like the back four moving up, and the back four moving up, and Mourinho said it himself. Like they didn't move together as a team. Mount, Barkley, and Pedro stayed up there, and then the defenders were not sure whether to stick or twist. So the incredibly pacey Manchester United children just went, all right, well we'll go in that space then, and then it started to work. So Solskjaer went, oh fuck, should we just add more pacey children to the mix? And then Chelsea were like,
at the end
no!
of the game, it was a bit sad, weren't it? When he brought James on, didn't he? And
it was just cruel. It was just Tomori watching James, Rashford, Martial. I'll even put Lingard in there with Pogba being able to hit them. It was like a slaughter.
And we had the way we were trying to deal with it was go forward, push forward, and get a goal, and then it was like nope, over the top, get a goal. It was just like. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It was very, very, very sad start to the season. We are currently 19th, and we've
19th.
And just above Norwich. You know, so it's not we're not Norwich level.
We're just above Norwich. Sorry, try again.
Just above Norwich. Who we just above? We're 19th. Norwich are bottom, aren't they?
West Ham got twatted 5-0.
Oh, are they?
West Ham.
Oh my God, yeah, they did. We're above West Ham.
You're going down with the West Ham. I think we've been
Fuck's sake, man. No, I think as tragic as it's a kind of cruel awakening for these young players that are going to have to play this season. Like, this is the introduction to the Premier League. This is what you're going to have to deal with.
Well, I think I know how your season's going to go, and I'm willing to fully put it on the line now. And it's not the worst, don't worry. But I'm going to take you back in time now to Tim Sherwood's Tottenham Hotspur, right?
Always bring it to something special.
Yeah, because that's my reference point. I'm not going to take you back to 1980s Hamburg, am I?
I want that. I want to be 1980s Hamburg.
So basically, we spent an entire season 3-2s against Southampton. We'd smash Fulham. We'd go up against West Ham and get a win. But then we'd face. I think that season we lost 4-0 to Chelsea. 4-0 to Chelsea. 5-0 and 5-1 to City. 4-0 and 4-1 to Liverpool. Every time we face someone actually tactical, we just got twatted. But silver linings, Jay, we still somehow scraped into 5th. So yeah. I think that's what's going to happen to you. I think, yes, you will have too much quality. Obviously, I don't think Norwich might cause you some problems, but in the end, you're going to probably beat Norwich just because of the players you have. But I don't think with Hazard, I was reading as well that last season Hazard wasn't only your best passer last season, he was your best dribbler last season. So you've lost the person to run past the line, and you've lost the person to play the ball over the line. And Pulisic is that person, and your defence is shit. And Lampard, I've been thinking about this a lot today. I cut up spring onions and served quiches. I've got a lot of time to be thinking about this. Every time he comes next to a Pochettino, a Klopp, a Guardiola, even when you get down to the Nunos, the Brendan Rodgers, it's Lampard. And he's had a season at Derby where he took them from 6 to 6. What?
Yeah, well, I guess that's the no, you're completely right, mate. But that's the thing. I don't think that many people are expecting him to set the world alight. I think, he's just got to try and do a job with what he's got, I guess.
Yeah, fair. Did you see he went for a 7-mile run before the game?
No.
Him and his coaching staff went on a 7-mile run. Surely, there was what.
That's why we lost.
There was the morning of the game, and Solskjaer sat there with his players going, "Look, Rashford, I want you to break through this line. Pogba, if you can mark, this is going to be the major threat area here." And meanwhile, the Chelsea players are sat there going, "Where's Frank?"
It's fucking going.
But it wasn't the players; it was him and his coaching staff.
Yeah. They needed to warm up. What if they had to come on?
Did they realise what their job is? Can you imagine he pulls a muscle on the touchline? It's because he didn't do the run.
Yeah, he didn't do the run. I didn't see that now. But yeah, it's an absolute shambles. We are definitely missing fully fit Kante and fully fit Rudiger. And
Hazard.
So, and Hazard, of course. We're not missing Louise. I think that's a bit Louise wasn't great. But once they come back in, that will shore up our defence a little bit more. Because, when Kante did come on, you could see he was already improving the defensive aspect of our game. So once we have a fully fit him, fully fit Rudiger, that will make it a little bit better. It won't make it amazing.
Was the defensive aspect of your game improved? Daniel James ran straight through and scored.
Yeah, right, yeah. But any time they ran through, they was getting into the final third into our box. But when Kante come on, they didn't keep on just plumbing us. When Kante come on, I was watching him. He made a couple great tackles. He got back. He was doing the Kante job that he normally does.
Adam, how did you feel at the pub? Because I feel like you felt like you were still plumbing them. Plumbing? What's plumbing?
Sorry, can you say the question again? I didn't understand.
What was your opinion on the pub? Do you disagree? Do you disagree that Kante's introduction suddenly made Chelsea not look like an actual sin?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he made it better. It was still kind of shit because of what was happening, but he made it better. You could see the improvement.
For me, if he's on the bench, he should be able to start. That's my opinion. I don't. The
amount of times I said that about Kane, I see. Why is he?
He came on. The game was already over. I didn't really, same with Pulisic, so I didn't really see their input to the game.
Yeah.
Well, that's me being a biased United fan again.
Well, we've spent a lot of time on this now.
So
it was yeah, definitely. But it was shit for me. It was great for Adam. Good way, cool. I'm not too disheartened about the rest of the season. As you said, Josh, I don't think the Tim Sherwood season. We're probably going to have a very close season to that. Let's move on to your game, Spurs Villa, Josh.
Well, let me take you back in time to Tottenham 2014.
Oh my god!
No, I don't know if you saw it. It popped up a lot. It's such a classic Tottenham thing, and it's one of my favourite things about supporting Tottenham is it's so upsetting. So I don't know if you've seen, but since the Premier League's inception, Tottenham are the team that have most been losing at half time and won the game. So we've done it, I think, 37 times now. We've pretty much done an entire season of losing at half time but winning the game. Like, we're the most in the league. And that's not a good thing. That just means that we have shit first halves.
And anxiety problem.
It was honestly the best way to be welcomed back to the season. I was at the pub with Ross and obviously McGinn, that beautiful ball. Lucas has a mint header, and then we're like, ooh, and then fucking McGinn scores, and then we spend 60 minutes just sat there like this, like fuck's sake. And then Tottenham at the 10 minutes or 15 minutes left, and Tottenham go, oh fuck this, actually, let's just twat him. And like, yeah.
Kane, go on, score a goal, lad. He's like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
In Dombele looked brilliant. Like, he looked, but not. He didn't have the best. Like, he wasn't like a world class game, but it looked. Do you know sometimes you get those players that come in that just look like they've been part of your team for 3-4 years? He just looked comfortable, and he's good, and he had a few chances. But
his goal was incredible.
The goal was brilliant. It did take a big deflection, but it was.
Yeah, it was still destroying and keep it.
And then Kane's second finish was just so vintage Kane. I've never seen a player that can so accurately and quickly put balls into the bottom corner than Harry Kane. It's mental. I don't understand how he does it. Like, I get kind of a top corner spinner where it flies up, but he just drills it across the ground, and keepers are like, oh fuck, every time. Like, but I think the main takeaway from the game, and one thing that is just how important, and there's still time for him to leave, and we know he wants to leave, how important Eriksen is.
Yeah. When he came on, it made a difference, didn't it?
On, the game changed massively. Like, massively. I love how he winks. I will always love how he winks, and I hope he retires at Tottenham already, but he's a limited footballer in elements, and although Eriksen can have off days, he's just so fucking good.
Brilliant sub to make. Why didn't he start?
I read an interesting theory. So obviously the thought process is, well, we need to adapt to life without him, so let's not start him. But I kind of think that the best way to do it is take him out of the limelight, because if he plays from the start and he has a poor game and he doesn't manage to beat the first man from a corner again, which is actually about 61% of his corners, fun fact, instead of hearing the entire of White Hart Lane going, oh, and him going, fuck off. Instead, we struggle, or we play well. He comes on with half an hour left, looks brilliant because of the tired Aston Villa legs, and Tottenham go, fucking hell, he's amazing. And it's a bit of a masterstroke by Poch to make him feel loved rather than groaned at. And obviously we don't know if Lo Celso can be that replacement, because I haven't seen him properly play yet, and him and Sessegnon didn't feature in the bench, but he was so good when he came on, and it was just such a nice welcome back. And I've got there was one Villa fan in the pub, and he was this like little 50-year-old man. He's a lovely man, but there was a few Tottenham fans in the pub, and we all just laughed at him a little bit at the end. But a nice
pointed and laughed. Said he's scum. In the nice way.
He had hope, but at the end of the day, like little things. A few little things I want to pick up on the game is why is there an Egyptian man called Trezeguet? Like, why would you choose that nickname for yourself? Why? Like, what a stupid risk. Like, he's obviously not that good. He's the number 17 for Aston Villa. Why would you and it's a nickname. It's like,
he's number 17.
Don't call yourself Trezeguet.
That's unbelievable.
What was that? What else was there? I enjoyed the fact that Captain Jack Grealish, I don't mind Jack Grealish, but I kind of enjoyed him giving away the ball for the with the winner.
Yeah. Heaton had a good game.
Heaton had a very good game. That's. But yeah, I think the last thing I want to say is what was a true welcome back to Tottenham in the Premier League was the fact that Eric Lamela had managed the entire game without a yellow card. And me and Ross were like, Eric Lamela hasn't got a yellow, what's going on? And then they subbed him off. And me and Ross were like, oh no, Eric Lamela's not going to get a yellow. And then you know that rule where you have to leave the pitch at the nearest point?
Yeah, did he get a yellow for that?
He starts walking right across the pitch and gets yellow. And we're like, yes!
Biggest cheer of the night.
The yellow! It was honestly my favourite thing. It was like the 80th minute as well. I was like, yes, lad. Get the fuck in. And then, yeah, that's it. And then bring on City. Well, I'll need more of these.
Yeah. Should we talk about the other games that briefly happened? So the Liverpool and City games, maybe.
So Liverpool. Well, I mean, there was just two twattings, weren't they? What's the saying?
So what I wanted to do is bring back a lovely old saying from back post season 1. Was Liverpool are so good. They're really good. They smashed them 4-1. But City are better because they won 5-0. And it was just like, it was classic. It was great to watch.
Then again, you could make a very valid argument that Norwich are better than West Ham's.
Yeah, which is mad, isn't it? Mad.
Probably not, but just in terms of... My only caveat with Liverpool's win is that I know I got corrected and apparently they've got quite a few centre-backs injured, but you cannot go in the Premier League and still somehow have Grant Hanley on your books.
No.
That's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable. They only spent like $1 million, didn't they?
You call up like Sheffield Wednesday and go, Grant Hanley, do you want him? That's the first thing you do. Should we get some transfers in? Not until Grant is gone.
Yeah, no, they only spent $1 million as well, didn't they?
Yeah, so... I mean that. Yeah, well, I don't have anything to say. It was.
Yeah, they're gonna run away with it again. I think both teams.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, it's hard to see past that,
just
isn't
in
it?
Third, massively out of breath. Tottenham.
We made it.
And City and Liverpool are just sat there like on the rocks, like, you're right, lads, and we're just yeah. And then we look back and Chelsea's just been just dead on a rock. Like, oh no.
Lampard's just crying on a rock.
We'll see. No, any other? I mean, like, Arsenal could have easily slipped to a defeat, or like Shelby hit the crossbar and they scored 1 goal against what is supposed to be the most dysfunctional Steve Bruce Newcastle side ever. Like,
yeah, it was boring.
I think they did just enough to win, didn't they?
Pepe didn't look great for a £72 million player, which was fun.
Yeah, that was nice to see.
Long may that continue. But Everton and Palace was supposed to be a good game. That was dire.
Brighton won 3-0 against
That
Watford.
puts my acca up.
Oh, Brighton did weirdly well. Good job.
Yeah, they like.
Sorry.
It was just a bit weird, weren't it?
Like saying like now since that result, he's now guaranteed to forever be 8-1 next England manager. That's his life. Like, I enjoyed that. And then like Watford, because it was Watford they beat, didn't they? And you're kind of thinking, continue next season. It was just like, oh shit, like.
Oh.
And then there was Brighton like were 3 at the back as well. You're like, classic Brighton. They're gonna go defensive and sit back, and they just twatted them. You're like, cool.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay.
Man. I was watching the scores for that. That was a madness. Bit of a high scoring weekend, weren't they? You know, like the 5-0, the 4-1, the 4-0, 3-0. A lot of goals, man. Premier League's back, boys, and it's just great, isn't it?
So
as it
stands, Adam is second. I think Tottenham is 5th or 6th, and Chelsea 19th. So long may that continue.
Shout out relegation race.
When the sort of season gets going, Adam, me and Jay were saying we should have sort of just a little Premier League table of our 3 teams, head-to-head record.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Just seeing what's happening there. So maybe Jay could like be high up in that. They could be like 20th, but they beat Tottenham like 1-0 once, so they're like.
Yeah, we just.
Who knows? Yeah, right. Well, I have nothing more to say on the football that has happened, but we have things to say on the football that will.
Come back for part 2 and you'll hear that.
I just don't go anywhere. Even easier.
No, they need to go and come back, Josh. Come on. Welcome back to part 2, everyone. Josh just said he'd rather to go to a Bastille concert than a Foo Fighters concert, and we've been arguing about that.
Not what I'm saying. Take it out of fucking context.
He said there's no context
I'm not
to
going to
it.
bother. I'm not going to bother going into this, but there is context to this, and fuck yourself.
Josh, explain the
Cool.
context.
So, next games, the upcoming games this week. I think we could start with Chelsea-Liverpool because it's the first game coming up. It's midweek, so it would have happened while the podcast is out, but I'll do a reaction to it. It's an L, isn't it? We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose that. It's.
Do you care?
Yeah. I mean, I'd never want to lose. Never want to lose, especially to Liverpool. But
I know, I'm not saying, but do you, I know that it is a bigger deal. And it is you want to win it, but do you put it in the same kind of bracket as the Community Shield and no one's ever looked back on the Super Cup and gone, remember the day.
Yeah, no, I'd put it in the same bracket as the Community Shield. Yeah, you're right. So, but we're probably going to lose that. I guess it's another. Pardon me. It's another test to try and train these kids that we're bringing through to show them the big Liverpool team. This is them. This is who we have to play against. But yeah, I'll insert a reaction now. So it's literally just ended that game. First and foremost, what an incredible game that was. That was just so tense and fun to watch. It was end to end, and you know, like both teams played so well. And you know, I was so proud of Chelsea. So proud. It was incredible our performance we put in. Some of the key players like N'Golo's man of the match for me. Sorry, Malgs just ran away. N'Golo, man of the match for me, or Chelsea's man of the match for me. Like, he was just so solid. Zuma, after that terrible game on Sunday, just came into it, played his heart out, and defended like the Zuma we know. That being said, Liverpool won on penalties. It was such a tough game. Like, I feel like we were with a better side. I don't know if that's me being biased, but we were strong. We pushed at them so much, and again, the same problem come up that we just don't score and we can't score. You know, like there was that we was offside a lot, and we hit the post, and it's just again hitting the post. And if we take them chances, we don't need to go to penalties. And there was some incredible penalties taken. And Tammy's one was just not good enough. It just wasn't good enough. He just put it straight down the middle, and Adrian had the time to just keep his leg in the middle. It wasn't good enough at all, and I had to turn it off straight away. I saw that prick Klopp running on the pitch, you know. I had to turn it off straight away. But more encouraging signs from Chelsea. You know, if we play like that in the Prem, there's no worries. There ain't no worries for us because that was an incredible performance from the lads. It's just a shame it whittled down to penalties, and that was the result. But you know, keep going, boys. I'm still not disheartened. It was an incredible game to watch, but penalties, man. Penalties are cruel, aren't they? Next game.
Cool. So great. That's done. Okay. Wow. City Tottenham.
Yeah, let's talk.
That's
the big one of next weekend, isn't it? What do you think, Josh? What are you feeling?
Nothing to say, really. I don't think we'll get battered. Insert detail here, but I can't.
It's a tough one. This.
I've actually, I've got a little bit of a good feeling about it. Insert defeat here, but I actually have a tiny bit of a good feeling we could get something from it, just because I believe that City will maybe underestimate us after what they did to West Ham, but we don't have a midfield that consists of Rice, Noble, and Wilshere. So
yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think they will because of what happened in the Champions League, though.
I suppose, but yeah, that's again maybe why I've got a good feeling, because actually my last memory of City as normally is some sort of sad humbling, whereas my last memory of City. Actually, no, technically they beat us 1-0 after the Champions League.
Yeah.
The game that I gave.
Yeah, the game no one cared about.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like, it was just the Premier League game after. It was like, just twat us. Who gives a fuck?
Have your fun.
Like-
Have your fun.
No, yeah, I mean they'll probably win, but they might, I would like to. It would be interesting to see if like some of the signings are good to go, like Lo Celso,
Yeah.
and I doubt Sessegnon will really feature that much, especially not against.
Will
City.
Vertonghen be back?
But let's have. Well, Vertonghen, I don't know if you know, but Vertonghen wasn't injured.
Was he not?
Poch came out and said he left Vertonghen out for tactical reasons, and that means one of two things. Either it means Vertonghen's 33 and Poch went, we might as well save you for City, mate, because we should be beating Aston Villa with Sanchez and Alderweireld. Or it means they've had a fallout, and if they've had a fallout, I'm going to cry because
Yeah, you
Vertonghen
don't
is
want
the
that.
only thing that
You
matters
do not want
in my
that.
life. I adore
And
that
he's so
man.
good.
Like,
He's okay, fair enough.
so if that's what it means, then hopefully he's just been rested for the game against City, so he's fine and he was fit. And fingers crossed. We don't have Son still. He's still suspended. Because obviously got pushed the ball. Didn't he? Penultimate game of the season. So him and Foyth, although Foyth's dead, are still out. It should be fine.
Should be a fun game to watch.
I can't wait. I am off work for it, as in I finish and then I'm heading straight to Windermere. Well, actually, no, Ross is off. Sorry, I'm watching it somewhere, so that's nice.
Buzzing.
Yeah.
So what's your next game, Adam?
We've got Wolves. We've got Wolves on Monday.
Ooh.
Now, I am more nervous this than I was against Chelsea. Because last season, they upset me so many times. They did.
They upset me.
They upset everyone so many times.
So,
Yeah.
I think we'll beat them convincingly still. However, they will put more of a fight up than Chelsea. I'm sorry, Jake. I think...
They will.
They will.
I
Absolutely.
watched
Yeah, they
the
will.
Leicester game. They weren't convincing for me.
Well, they did have the best chance. They had to go to VAR, and it was the right decision in that game. But they had the.
Yeah, I just feel that there's a
It's
lot.
like,
There's a
yeah.
our morale's very high at the moment. I think that we'll just push past him. I'm gonna say 2-0 again. I said 2-0 last week, but I'll say 2-0 again now.
Yeah, well, it's a difficult one,
No,
Wolves,
no,
now,
no.
isn't it? It's after last season, you just think they can take down
Yeah.
the top 6 squad. So it's always it's actually now a quite scary game.
And I still think they will. I think that they will beat the top 6 whenever they come up against them. But I think that if before the Chelsea game, if you'd have asked me, I'd have said something totally different. But I feel
Yeah.
like that win has changed it a lot.
That is a big morale booster, especially with how good your
I
signings
think
play.
it's gonna have the reverse effect. I think it's gonna have the opposite.
Too confident.
Just the way football works. Just the way football works. You twat a bit top 6 team 4-0. You struggle the next week. That just always seems to be the way in the Premier League.
No, it's going to be an interesting one. You said it's Monday as well.
That's on Monday, yeah.
That'll be a good game to watch.
Fine.
And then
Fine.
our Premier League fixture next week is Leicester at home, which is not concerning because we should win, but we really do need to win just for like morale reasons and like it's our first home game and we don't want to start losing and just making that gap even harder to bridge because obviously the gap between City Liverpool is already hard enough. We need to win this game. But Leicester, they're a good side, man. They're a really good side. I know they didn't have the best of games this week, but they've got a great squad.
I don't see. We're now at a situation where I don't see your defence dealing with Vardy, Maddison, and Barnes and Gray, and I don't and Chilwell and Herrera running up the wings. I don't see.
I 100% get you.
Actually,
I get you because what the game we just played would show that we wouldn't and we shouldn't. But we all know Christensen is a good defender and he's better than how he played. And Zuma had a decent season. He's not the worst defender in the world. You know what I mean? Like he should be better than what he was. So if they come at it, mentally stronger.
You know I like Christensen. You know that. I said that he was the one Chelsea player I was jealous of last season.
Yeah.
However, since I said that, I don't think he's kicked on at all.
He didn't have that many opportunities last season. Under Conte, he had way more games than under Sarri. I do think he's class. I just think he needs to settle in more.
Maybe.
Can we pause? Go on. Hope he needs the toilet.
So, I'm going to go out on a limb and not give you a chance to state. I'm going to assume I know what you two think, but maybe I don't. How did you both watch City's game, or at least see the highlights of City's game?
Yep.
No, I didn't.
No. Okay, so
Adam, you
how,
suck.
Question for Jay then. How much bollocks was the VAR for the disallowed third goal?
Was it the offside one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That can't be it. So
it didn't even look
Adam,
offside, man.
Is this a scenario where
context.
the toe was literally, or was it his hand?
It was 3 millimeters. Yeah, it was 3 millimeters.
Yeah.
His toe was in front of the thing. That's not what the offside rule is, and I don't.
It's not why it was brought in.
This to happen.
You know what it is. That is offside in the law. It's the law that's got to change, not the way it is. That's the way it is, because in the rules of football, that's offside. It shouldn't be that way, but that's what it is.
It's ridiculous.
It's awful.
It's so upsetting that.
Yeah, like the fact it's coming down to this. He did go and score right away, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a hat-trick, didn't he? Obviously, but it annoyed me, but I didn't particularly mind them retaking the penalty because of the encroachment that went to VAR, whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of get it, although I do believe we should actually allow keepers to come off the line.
Yeah, it's like
little bit.
Like penalties are hard enough to save.
So yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't really give you an advantage. In fact, if anything, it shortens your distance to react.
To jump up. Yeah.
So that's ridiculous. But this offside was just.
It was bad. I'll put up a screenshot now. It was just so bad that it literally, as you said, it was 3 millimeters off. When I was watching it, it didn't even look that off because of how close it was. Like they were drawing the lines. Go on.
Me and Jay I think we touched on this last season, but I genuinely think they should fucking just do away, not even do away with it, but I think let's say if I'm ahead of you, Adam, but I'm entirely offside, but if I stick an arm out so my arm's level with your arm, they should be like he's onside. I think there needs to be clear daylight between you and the line.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's ridiculous.
And if you're what can you do now? I just think that. There needs to be complete space between you and the last defender in order for it to be given offside.
I think
the sad thing is VAR is here to stay now, and it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah. It's only going to get more technical.
But the rule could change. VAR could come and the rule could change. For example, I'm a bit torn as well. The Premier League. Different rules between the other competitions. So obviously we all remember Sissoko's handball in the Champions League. The goal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aston Villa jumped up and then the ball hit his hand there. That is a stonewall penalty. But the Prem's just gone. It's fine. I don't understand.
No.
I know one's UEFA and one's FIFA, but no, it's not what FIFA. But anyway, it's like.
No, I agree. I think the law needs to change.
I don't understand how we actually are still at a point where, depending on the competition, the rules can still change, depending on the part of football, whether it's Champions League, Premier League, Carabao Cup. How do the rules not remain consistent?
No, it's ridiculous, isn't it? You'd think they'd have their shit together by now.
Yeah,
and it's gonna keep coming up. It's gonna keep coming up until something changes.
It's gonna keep coming up. It's gonna get more and more bullshit, and something big's gonna happen, and it's just. I don't know. It's just the checks as well. It's just I know what it is, but.
Well, I can't remember what game it was. There was no fouls in the entire second half, and there was 5 minutes at a time because of the VAR checks.
Yeah.
And that to me is just it's just slowing the game down completely, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, especially with a free-flowing game, and then you have to stop that. I don't know, but I'm not against VAR though. I'm not against because it's inevitable. You've just got to get on it. But it needs to be better than what it is.
There needs to be a more flowy way, There is obviously you've got the people in the stands that are always watching it. They should have their decision.
Yeah,
before anything occurs.
Yeah, that's a shot.
Like
they should
because no, you say that, but that just increases the chances of the decision being wrong.
Well, that needs to be sorted then, doesn't it? You know what I mean? That's a big problem, innit?
I am absolutely fine with wrong decisions. However many years ago, when Tottenham slammed one against United, and it hit the bar and goes about 5 yards over the line, and your keeper reaches over the line and claws it out. To this day, then you go on and beat us 4-1 or whatever it was. But it's fine. It's something to talk about. It's a mistake, a human error mistake. The fact that they're bringing VAR in, but then letting the ref look at the VAR anyway because they want the human element. It's well, just give us the human element then. Otherwise, just have a robot that has the program rules.
Get the FIFA robot. The FIFA
robot. Just have an automated voice going, "That was offside."
It's not. It's nowhere near offside, but it's no. God's sake.
All I'm saying is that's. Can you guys remember? It's not our mistakes. That I still am begrudged by the handball in the Champions League final. Can you guys think of a mistake that has cost you massively that you're not just fine with now?
This is for England. The Lampard shot against Germany that goes off.
Yeah, but you're over it, right? Please, guys.
It took me a while, but
tell me you're over it.
It took me a while, but it was tough. Would
you feel better if we'd lost? What did we lose? 4-2, and that goal had been given. Would that make you feel better? If VAR had checked it for 3 minutes and they'd gone, no, it was a goal. I mean,
nah, probably not.
Feel better at the time, but now.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, Josh. I don't mind something going against us because for me, it's part of the entertainment side of the football.
It gives you just something to scream at.
How much has gone for you as well, on all of us?
Yeah.
And how many times have you won a game because of a wrong decision and you're like...
Go to the PSG game,
So, me and Josh thought it'd be a good idea to wear PSG top hat in Manchester on Champions League night.
I didn't even think about it, and then they stopped it. I was really confused.
Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
Yeah, no, that game was just incredible. That was VAR though, and it weren't the VAR got that decision.
It was yeah.
Wrong, but I know what you mean. It gives you something to scream about.
To this day, we still think that was wrong, right?
Yeah, that was wrong.
That shouldn't have been given. I'm sure you're happy it were, but there's no way in hell that's a penalty. Like me and Jay were saying yesterday, the only way to start training footballers now is to take, when is it, Adam? You know probably more than us. How old do you have to be before you realise you're a footballer? Before you go to an academy?
It depends really, don't it? I suppose you get picked up probably about 8. If you're properly going to go for it.
You take an 8-year-old and you pin him down. And you have to remove his arms, and that's the only way he's going to become a good qualified Premier League defender now, because his arms can't go anywhere.
Well, that's the thing.
I don't know how many times
when
you've
they're
tried
blocking
jumping
it, they're like this now, aren't they? It's when
and you know
defenders
what?
are going for blocks.
One day they're gonna block it like that. Someone's going to take their legs out, and because their arms are behind their back, they're going to snap their neck on the way down. And people are going, I hope the handball rule was worth it.
What a dark way to end part 2.
I hope you're happy, VAR.
Fuck you, VAR.
Part 3, boys. Can't believe we made it, but we're here.
I solidly believe that we've made it.
No, it's mad. It's actually mad.
Right, so Adam, how are you doing in fantasy football?
I don't want to talk about it. No, to be
Yeah,
fair,
so we've made a.
I picked it up yesterday.
You did do better. So we have a fantasy football now here at the Back Post. We have some friends of Josh's in there as well. So there's 6 people in total. So it's the Back Post plus Kendall. Adam, you had a shocking
Reveal
start.
my location to the general public.
I got 10 points on the first day. 10.
Yeah, it was.
I was
it was
bottom
bad.
of. I'm in 6 leagues. I was bottom of every single one of them.
I like it.
That's good. So yeah, I
I had a
think.
solidly average start.
I did. I got 72 points actually, which I was quite proud of.
Dude, I'm looking at that
I'm
now.
furious that Jay's doing well because his team. I know you've put money into, like. There are equal price defenders than that Sheffield Ludstrom you have that have played more than him. I know he got on, but why? What? Of all the 4 million defenders, what made you go? Yes, Sheffield United. It's really annoyed me. Your bench is a travesty, and like there are players in your bench that could be swapped out for equally priced yet better players. And the fact that you're winning actually upsets me because
Still 12 points above you, mate. I invested my money. I don't care about my bench. They're dead to me. It is my starting 11.
Injuries and you're fucked.
I am, but I'm going all out. I have Kane and Sterling. That's why I've done so well this week, and I captained Kane.
I can't believe I didn't put Sterling in you now. I've made a terrible mistake. I had Ndombele and Kane now, so...
Yeah,
Well,
you
the
do.
thing that fucked me over
that.
was Bernardo Silva. I had him in my team. He didn't even start, did he?
No,
play.
I had him as well, actually.
but I had bench players that could come in for him.
I
Well,
also had Barkley, Pulisic, and Giroud, all of which had 1 point each.
Oh, what a treat!
I had
Get
Alisson
rid
as
of
well.
Pulisic. No, in fact, don't keep him. Keep.
I had,
Alisson.
keep him.
Like moment of silence for
Rest in
everyone that
peace.
has Alisson.
I had to.
I actually was drunk that night, and like as he got injured, swapped it, and I woke up and I had Ederson in. Like, so no, I don't know if he's even gonna get better for next game. But I'm just like, no.
But yeah, Ross is
Also,
at the top.
so actually, how injured is Alisson? Do we know?
Apparently, he's out for a couple of weeks, like 4 weeks, I think.
Oh, so there's Liverpool's chance maybe
Interesting.
gone if Adrian's the only thing.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Oh
Tottenham are finishing second. Let's go, boys!
no. Oh no. Yeah, Ross is at the top. Ross is on 77. Yeah, do we have anything else to add, lads? I'm doing well. I'm
I've
quite
got
happy
some
with
things
myself.
To say. Oh, for the fantasy football.
Yeah, for the
no,
fantasy
not
football.
really. Just pretty average start.
We'll keep
from
updating it,
the
man. We'll keep updating. Let's go.
So as it
What-
stands for us three, it's you in front, Jay, then
Yeah.
you, Josh, and then obviously me, right above.
What would be like the upside down way the Premier League finishes?
Yeah. Good
I don't
stuff.
know, that was poor from me. Right, so
Yeah,
I've just
we've
got
got-
some little things to finish up on as I normally do.
Yeah, go on.
If you're a bit braggy, if you aren't, if you're a bit good to you, Adam. So here we are. So there's 4 things I'm going to rattle through here. The first is, Grealish has lost the last 19 Premier League games he's played.
That is so bad, isn't
I
it?
saw that stat the other day, and it proper made me laugh because I don't actually mind him, but I just know inside he's a bit of a dickhead. Do you know
I
what
hate
mean?
that, so it's just fun to see that.
That haircut as well deserves half a season of defeats in a row.
Definitely. The way he had a hairband to it was like
Yeah, it was horrendous.
just what are you doing, man? I hate Villa.
I don't know when that cut out, but yeah, Grealish, lol. Secondly, so I'm going to give you a bit of a quiz question here,
Buzz in.
and you have to. So I'm going to give you a multiple choice, right? This player has 127 goals in 182 games. That is a goal every 0.7 games, right?
Okay.
That can't be right. Wait.
Get his stat wrong. Get his stat wrong.
No, it's probably right. Anyway. Is this player A, Messi, or B, Harry Kane.
It's obviously fucking Kane, isn't it?
Wrong! It's both of them. They have the exact same goal ratio in that many games. What a fun time to be alive.
So what are you achieving from this?
Messi.
What are you achieving?
Just smug victory and glory. Fucking enjoy.
For a second, I thought the answer was going to be Lukaku.
Tammy Abraham.
No. Rest in peace, Lukaku. Secondly, this one's for you, Adam. I've got a nice one for you as well. Jay, I don't actually have anything for you. Surprise.
Shall I just go?
So I don't know if this stat's true because here we are here at the back post. I'm not going to factually check this, but I saw it on Twitter, so I'm just going to say it. And if it's right,
what we
it's
do.
right. If it's wrong, it's not. So according to this, United have never lost a Premier League game while winning at half time. Ever.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that is 264 wins and 16 draws while winning at half time.
I saw that stat earlier.
And 0 losses. What is that?
That's insane.
That's
United, man. Remember,
that's Manchester United at its finest.
Well, we need
Someone's
to
at the door.
because
I'm really
Tottenham,
sorry.
as you
Someone's
may
at the door.
know, have
One
got
sec.
the most. No, that's fine. Bye. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's it really. Just no. The final one is just you got the final two actually. I've got two things. Is have you heard about Bilbao?
Nope.
You know Iñaki Williams, yeah. Iñaki Williams. United were linked quite heavy to him.
Is he winger?
No, he's a winger. Yeah. Anyway, so you're gonna struggle to buy him now because United have handed him a contract. And why do you reckon I'm bringing this up? Like, what do you think? Why would I be? Why do I care? It's a 9-year contract.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
They've handed Iñaki Williams a 9-year contract. Like, what? Why? Like, you rely on pace, do you? Interesting. Let's just fully go out on
He's a god to them.
Right. And funny that he is now. Can you imagine like that? Imagine having that job security, and obviously he's on a footballer's wage. Imagine that contract payoff if they decide to get rid of him. Anyway, finally, speaking of wingers, for fucks! I had a fucking segue there as well, you prick.
Are you?
I don't know why it's...
Are you at home?
These messages. Yeah.
As in, like...
Back in Kendal serving quiches to all people. Yes, I am.
Right, fair enough.
Right, fuck it, let's just finish it and we'll send it to Jay and tell him. Because, like, we've got to get used to this anyway, he's going travelling. Right, Jay's gone. Right, fuck. Jay's gone now, Adam.
What we're taking?
Jay's dead. I don't know where he's gone, but we're going to I'm just tell you about Nicolas Pepe for Arsenal.
Please do.
I'm just going to run you through some stats and then we can all go home. So, in his 19 minutes that he played, he had 0 shots, so therefore 0 goals, and therefore 0 assists.
Mm-hmm.
He had 0 shots on target, however he did manage 0 shots off target. He genuinely did attempt 1 dribble. Oh, Jay's back.
Jay's here.
We're just leaving him alone. Unless you're recording your phone, then just stay off because we're just doing this without you now. 0 of the dribbles came off, and he achieved 0 key passes, and he did kick a ball from a throw-in a yard out and kick it out of play. So that was Nicolas Pepe's debut. And on that note, I'm done.
Well, that's fantastic.
That we all know. I just wanted to just, a bit of...
You just had to get out there, didn't you?
Right. I did. Right. Bye.
Bye.
Jay's back. Jay's gone. Oh, wow. Jay. Okay. Tell your father and goodbye. And I'm sorry for this ending, everyone. Bye, Adam.
See ya.
My computer messed up and I lagged out and I don't know what's going on, but tell your dad.